Alrighty. We're streaming. Got some updates for you guys today. Let me see if I can't get things started here. I'm just gonna go here. 1 minute. Just gonna send the link out to people. But I got some big updates for you guys. This is gonna be a really interesting stream. Not gonna be very long. Just a little, just a little update. Only probably 30 minutes or so, but I got footage for you guys to see, which I think you guys are gonna like. Alrighty. So let me send this out. 1, 2. 1 second. I apologize for this, but I don't stream often enough to really change my setup all that much. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's see. Turn this off. There we are. Alright. How is everybody doing? How you guys doing? Where's the chat? There's the chat. Whoop. I'm having trouble. There we go. Okay. How's it going? It's Christmas time, and I got a little treat for for all you guys. A little gift, a little present. It's pretty cool. So, I have been working on an animated short film. My Veronica Vedma and the Russian Chocolate Factory film. It's my sort of take on the classic sort of factory tour that goes awry, wacky, wonky thing that everybody knows. It's a pretty standard practice thing, but it's never been done where it's people they'll write fan fictions, they'll do comics, they'll do all sorts of stuff. But this is going to be an actual animated film. I sort of launched the project last year, like last fall, and last year we raised a lot of money. I got a lot of stuff done, and by last year I mean like the end of the year into this year. I got the voice acting all gathered between. It took a while. It was like between November and the spring, and then from the summer and then onward, I've been working on getting in contact with people and working on the film in terms of putting the storyboard and the audio together. And now I'm going to share a little bit of it with you. Excuse me. I'm going to share a little bit of it with you guys because it's now been combined. It's been put together into a rough cut of the film. The full thing is available on Patreon, but I'm gonna share a little tidbit of it that you guys are gonna see, just to get an idea of how the film's gonna look. It's animated, animated film, all female cast, all adults, like 20-something-year-old characters, and it should be fun. But let's just get into it real quick as just a little tidbit, a little preview. Before I get into it, I will say, somebody's asking in the chat, the film will be public. I don't know if the full thing will eventually get posted on YouTube, but it might get taken down. So, but it will be made public eventually. It will be Patreon exclusive for like a year. 6 months, like it'll be dished out episode by episode, but it'll eventually be public. It shouldn't be. It's not going to be a thing that's forever behind a paywall. But the storyboard, there's no point in like making it public. But I will share some of it, and then if you want to see the storyboard, head over to Patreon, yada yada. But let's get into the thingy. Let me just turn this down a bit. Turn the music down, and let's play just a bit. I'm gonna jump around But here, before we get into it, disclaimer. Work in progress. There's no sound effects, there's no music, and it's just the storyboard, the rough storyboard. So things are going to change. Some lines are going to be re-recorded. Some lines are going to be added. Scenes are going to get extended, all that. But here's just a little. Let me scooch through here and see if I can find a good like representation of the film. Let me here's perfect. We're gonna start. The characters have gotten their golden keys. They've flown out to Russia. They're going into the factory and they're meeting one another for the first time. I think this is a good representation. So I'm gonna shut up and I'll play a couple minutes of this. Just a couple.
Wowza!
Come in. We have so much to see, and none of it is outside.
Wow.
I think the audio's too low. I'll crank it up. And I'll turn this off. Like really low. There we go. Okay.
I mean, I did a little reading beforehand, but I didn't think it would be this big. You know, this place was built over 100... I'm, Michelle. Michelle Tillman.
I'm Charlie Borowitz.
Nice to meet you. But yeah, in 1850...
Hi, I'm Augustine. Isn't this place, like, totally tubular? I didn't know chocolate factories had carpeting. And look at those columns.
Well, this place is definitely Art Deco.
And look at that stuff.
God, those three are obnoxious.
And they are also American. Like you, no?
Yeah? But I'm rich. What about you?
My great-grandfather helped organize the October Revolution. My grandfather was part of Stalin's inner circle, and my father is at the head of the KGB.
Oh, old money.
Old power.
Excited. Hey, I'm Augustine. What's your names?
Violet.
Do not touch me.
Haha. Is everyone acquainted now?
I mean, I guess.
It's nice to meet you, ma'am.
Oh, it's nice to meet you all as well. Michelle, Charlie, Augustine, Violet, and...
Veruca Sol.
Wonderful! Now, if you can believe it, the candy is not made here in the lobby. We have better places to be.
Alright, I think that's a fairly good representation of sort of what to expect. Obviously, visuals are just like bare minimum, like just to get an idea of how things are gonna go. And here's the crazy thing about this. It's 39 minutes long. 39 minutes long. It's gonna be probably 42, 43 minutes long. As I extend the transformation sort of scenes when characters, you know, they mess up and they get punished or whatever. So it's gonna be very long. It's gonna be broken up into 6 episodes. Each one, if it's 42 minutes, that's what, 7 minutes? I want to say it's 7 minutes each episode. 7 times 6, I think, is 42. So that's about where we're, you know, that's where we're aiming. 7 minutes per episode. It's going to have an official original score. And I'm going to be collaborating with some people. Let me start drawing some stuff just to fill up some space. I'm going to be collaborating with a few very clever, very, you know, awesome people who are really... I appreciate them. I appreciate them wanting to work with me. I appreciate... I'm excited to see how the process of working with other people on this goes. Because we're talking about I mean, I'm looking at people to do some additional animation. Nothing, because I want it to be my same style. So it wouldn't be like finished animation, but it would be like 4 FPS, very low. Let me turn the music down. Very low, not a lot of detail, just like the bare bones that are going to be I will expand upon and make my own, essentially. But yeah, that's the next step. The next step is going to be the animatic. It's going to be a fun time. I'm not sure what to draw. I'm just going to draw. I guess I'm just going to draw all the characters. But yeah, should be a fun situation. The plan at the moment is to... I don't know what to draw. The plan at the moment is to take January. I'm going to do some... Let me talk about January in a second. But the plan is to do the animatic next year, probably at the start of spring, and then hopefully have that done by maybe midsummer, and then jump on the next stage of the project around that time, which would be doing the final animation and putting everything together. The issue that I'm running into is that all of this pre-production stuff is way more it exacerbates and it compounds the amount of time that's needed for pre-production, because it's all, you know, if I'm doing pre-production for like a 1-minute video, that doesn't take that long, but the more you add, the it just compounds, you know. I don't know how else to describe it, but the fact that I'm doing the storyboard not for like a 2-minute video but for a 40-minute video really made it a bit of a pain in terms of like the time. I mean, you know, everything just goes a little slower. So unfortunately, it took a long time to get to this stage, but I'm not too worried about the project itself taking too long. It shouldn't be too crazy. It's just been kind of slow because of, you know, I mean, kind of waiting on other people to deliver lines, and then the holidays and stuff. But that's not going to be an issue next spring or summer. So hopefully it will be a fun time. But the plan for January, this is what I kind of want to talk to you guys about. I think you guys are going to like this. I'm going to take all of January to make videos for the secondary and the main channel. So I'm going to be making, I want to say, 7 to 9 videos that will release between March and May. I'm thinking at the very least, no matter what, there will be 5. I'm aiming for 9. So like, I've sort of been absent from YouTube over the past year or so. I got my channel back, but then I didn't really capitalize on it because, I don't know, I was just doing Patreon and stuff. But now, I think it's time to get back into the swing of things and do some YouTube stuff again. I've done like a couple. I think I've done like 3 videos since I've been back. Really, they're not very good. I mean, they're good. I like the prehistoric pancake one, but the other 2 are very simple. They're not like a big animation. I want to change that. And I think I have some ideas that will be fun and please both you guys and YouTube. So should be a fun time. But yeah, that's the plan for January. January is going to be like me going sicko mode and just doing a ton of videos. But they won't be released in January. They'll be released in March to May, because January is always like... January is the... Yeah, okay, just making sure the stream's still going. January is always the slowest month for YouTube, because it's when people are... It's when the advertisers are renegotiating their advertising for... How do I put this? They're renegotiating the advertising for the next year, and so there's not enough advertising to go around for January and February because everything's running on fumes. So there's no point in me dumping like a bunch of videos in January. So they're gonna come out March, April, May, but I think you guys will like them. I'm excited for them. And yeah, the ideas should be pretty good. I'm thinking some squishing, some weird comics videos that don't involve expansion, and yeah, like some good stuff. And the plan would be to oscillate where you have one video post to the secondary channel, and then the next week a video posted to the main channel, and just going through that, just, you know, for as long as there are videos. So, like, that would go on for, like, 3 months. So, talk is cheap. I don't want to hype it up too much, because something could... You know, stuff could, like, fall apart and nothing could get done. But I think that's the plan. I'm basically, right now, just finishing up Christmas art for a few days. And then I'm going to be doing a little bit of Patreon stuff for, like, 1 week. And then getting into these YouTube videos, which should be fun. And yeah, I think you guys are going to like them. Right now, I'm just taking a little bit of break, because it really did feel like I was running a marathon doing this storyboard video. It might not seem like it, but I was really struggling to find the motivation to do it throughout the year, and then it got to this point of the year, and I turned my internet off for like a whole week, and just did nothing but the storyboard for like 5 or 6 nights in a row. And yeah, I just need just like a day before I get back into doing any serious art. If you know me, then you know that I've been doing like just these really simple doodles like this with like this different brush, just for the sake of like not fussing over making everything look perfect. And I think for streams this is a good brush to use, just like goofing around. Future streams, probably not going to be many. The next stream I do will probably be another update for the Veronica project, which probably won't come until probably the spring. Whenever I finish the animatic, which is the next step, I'll make another update. The animatic is when you do the artwork and the sketches for a film that are close enough to the final product that they can actually be used. So like, sort of the rough animation, but it's not going to be like, it'll be like, 12 frames a sec, 2 frames a second or 1 frame a second or something like that. It's not going to be, excuse me. It will be pretty, minimal in terms of movement, but the artwork will be good, and it will actually get used in the final film. So that's going to take months. easily months. So don't get too excited about it coming anytime soon. But the good thing is that I can actually give people updates on Patreon and Twitter, because with the, I mean, you guys just saw some of the storyboard. There would be very little point, in hindsight, in me giving like sneak previews of like the storyboard with like little drawings, because they're all like really rushed and just temporary, so there's not much to see. It's really just seeing the whole thing together that's appealing. So we're past that now, and hopefully yeah, next year is going to be really productive. I hope so anyway. So I'm excited for it. I'm feeling it, and I'm really thankful for the reception that the project has had so far. People have been telling me, "Oh, it's so good. I love." There's like a twist. I won't get into it. They're like, "Oh, I love that. That's so cool." So I'm very encouraged that I'm on the right path, and there isn't any crazy additional revisions that I need to do. It's all fairly straightforward from here, which is a very appealing idea for me, that I can just like kind of autopilot and draw and not have to fuss over trying to change scripts or add a bunch of lines or do like restructure the thing. I like that people seem happy with the general flow of it at the moment, which is very encouraging. So once the animatics, okay, I'm reading some chats here. So once the animatic is done, the full animation will be worked on. Yeah, that's the plan. I can't give any promises as to how the timeline is going to go. My guess is that we're looking at the storyboard, the animatic being done by the summer or in the summer, and then production starting in the fall or the late summer, like in terms of the actual finished film, which means that the actual film will probably only be finished in 2025. The first episode might come out before 2025 starts. It might come out late 2023 or late 2024, but 2025 is when I expect that everything will be done. So let me check this. Did this die? No, it's still on. Somebody's doing YouTube rip in the comments. I think it's fine. If it's down, it's because of the music, which I don't think is very loud. Okay, whatever. Who knows? You know, music is music. If I have to take the stream down, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's the plan. Plan is to get this project really started in the summer, finish up pre-production in the spring, maybe early summer, and then I'll have, hopefully, and no promises, I could be way off, hopefully have the actual film, the first episode, ready to go by the end of the year, end of 2024. I can't promise that because stuff can just happen. But that's the plan. The plan for me in my personal life: keep dieting, keep exercising, work on the film in the spring, and all January, probably into February, I'm going to be making YouTube videos for you guys. So look forward to that. But those videos, again, they'll be posted in March, not January. But if you're a patron, you'll see those. So don't go anywhere. There's going to be lots of cool stuff on the horizon. And, yeah, that's about it. I hope all you guys are having a good Christmas, a good holiday season. What of it is happening at the moment anyway. I know it's kind of early, but I hope you guys are having a good time. And I think I'm going to... if you guys have any questions, I'll answer them, but I think I'm going to wrap up the stream in like 5 or 10 minutes. There's not much to say. So if you guys got any questions about the project, about upcoming videos, I'll say this. Most of them would be... They would involve... I want to be careful with my words here, but they're going to involve characters being, having their third dimension removed. Getting a little two-dimensional. A little bit of transformation. A little bit of... on the secondary channel, I want to do... Because there's a lot of clips from Let's Players that I watch that I want to animate that are tangentially related to what I draw. So there's like a Simple Flips clip, there's a Star and Germa clip, there's an Oni Plays clip. Excuse me. I'm going to do hopefully 3 of those that would be little animatics. If you've seen Louis Zong's My Brother and Me animations, kind of like that. Do 3 of those. And then on the main channel, I want to do some of these Your Character Here animations, and then add some like bookends to them to make them more substantial, and then do reskins of them with different characters and a different setup and different bookends, and do those for the secondary channel as well. And then I have my weird comic videos where those have been... I had to take all of them down, but there is... Excuse me. Let me drink some water. But there are obviously comics within those videos that I can take out and sort of put together to make one that would be good for YouTube. So that'll be a quick, easy video. All that stuff will be coming out in the spring, though. So look forward to that. Only question I see here is what inspired me to be an artist. I've just been drawing on the internet since I was like 12. So there wasn't really any inspiration, but YouTube and Patreon and you guys have really helped me be able to do this as a job, essentially. A side gig, however you want to phrase it. So I'm really thankful for that. And, yeah. I appreciate you guys a lot. I appreciate you guys sticking with me through this project. And I hope to have stuff to share with you more about it. The project specifically in the spring. And video stuff in general after Christmas. It's going to be a busy year, but I'm ready for it. I think it's going to be fun. And then someone asked opinion on furries. I'm fine with it. I don't consider myself one because I don't have a persona. But I don't have any issue with drawing anthropomorphic characters. I do it all the time. All right. I think that's about it. I appreciate you guys coming out, checking in the stream, checking in on the project. I hope you guys have a lovely holiday season. A happy Hanukkah, a happy Kwanzaa, a happy Christmas. I hope it's all goody-goody. I hope it's a great time. Tell your mother you love her. Give her a call. Have you called your parents recently? I mean, you moved out like how many years ago? How often do you call them? Do you call them once a week, or do you call them like a couple times a year? Well, you should call them at least once a week, right? I mean, they raised you. You need to call them, you know? You gotta do that. You should, you know what? You need some fresh air. You need sun. It's important this time of year. Tomorrow, go out for a walk like a mile. Get your blood going a bit, your blood pumping. And, you know, pick up the phone and call your parents. You know? That's something you should do. I think you should. I mean, that if you're not going to do it this time of year, when are you going to do it? Uh-huh. Okay. Good. All right. I think that's it. Happy holidays, everybody. I'm going to have some Christmas art coming out on Twitter in a few days. Got some fun stuff planned. Yeah. Thank you. And thank you to everybody who's promoted and supported the project. Everybody who's involved, every voice actor, everybody who I'm kind of talking to. They want to do a little bit of animation, a little bit of music. I'm super excited. And I'm very, very thankful. Very, very hashtag blessed. You know, I might get that tattooed on my arm. Hashtag blessed. That sounds like a good financial and physical decision. I don't think I'll ever regret that. So, anyway. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and that's about it. I'll see you guys in another stream whenever I have more to show. Probably 6 months from now. Don't expect another stream, but look out. Look out for like 9 videos on the first and secondary channel. And if you're not subscribed to the secondary channel, there's a lot of good stuff over there. It's on my channel. If you scroll down to the bottom, it's like an orange icon. Click that, subscribe to it. Genuinely, it's good, and there's going to be animations and videos on there in like a few months. It's not just going to be memes. So go do that. I would really appreciate it. That would be a great Christmas gift for myself if you went and subscribed to the secondary channel, because you know, I wouldn't mind growing that channel a bit. What is going on here? Why? Okay, there it is. Sorry. She needs an ear. She doesn't have an ear. Okay. Now it's good. Alright, drawing's done. Stream's done. Merry Christmas, guys. Thanks for coming out, and I'll talk to you all another time. Peace out, and stay safe, and call your parents.